ready to start? Lead counsel? They're in your hands.
Yes, Madam Deputy Chair, we are ready to start. Could you kindly usher in the witness, please? May I announce that the witness for today's proceedings intends to speak in the Mandinka language. So we would adopt the same method we used in the morning session. That is to have consecutive interpretation, English to Mandinka and vice versa. May I ask that the interpreter in the Mandinka booth to up the volume a little bit so that he could be heard loud and clear in the hearing. Thank you.
Okay, leave it at that.
Could you kindly swear the witness, please?
I, Mafuji Sonko,
Ntemafuji Sonko,
do swear that
Mben Kalilako,
I'll speak the truth,
mbe toñale fula
the whole truth,
toña dorong
toña dorong
and nothing but the truth.
fen de fen ko dem fula mi manke toñati
nte fen koten fula na manke toñati
So help me God.
ala isendema
ala sendema.
Mr. Witness, please take a seat.
sedo sai se sinole
Mr. Sonko,
Mr. Sonko
welcome to the TRRC.
bafule isinanang TRRC jang sainteng
My name is Esa Fall. We have met before.
nanaye ñoo jele nu
My role is to help you narrate your story to the TRRC.
pour que ma koy isa dante roke ila ko la TRRC jang
I'll ask you questions and you would answer to those questions.
mbe ñinin kalale ni ñinin ka milla ye jabiro ke wo ñinin karol
If you do not understand the question, please ask for clarification.
na tara ñinin karo ñing amal seneyam ñinin karo ko kotem pour ya ñinin ka kuima seneyam
I take it that you are now ready to proceed with your testimony.
sayamba mutala ko be pareri na sayam pour ka diamo dad muta
Can you confirm that you are ready to proceed with your testimony?
say fo paretala bang pour ka diamo ke bang
Am paretale.
yes
Yes, I'm ready.
May I ask you to draw the microphone closer to you?
mba fule ko microphone o mimbe bala e ka diamo ni damantala ya suti andi fanna ya suti andi dal
Thank you very much.
baraka
Mr. Sonko,
Mr. Sonko
kindly tell us your full names, please.
itol fo mole bang
Nte to mu mafuji sonkolete.
My name is Mafuji Sonko.
What is your date of birth?
sanjuma lenge wuluta
Nta fono la mandi kakango la barin sa fono e tubabo kango to ka fo sango mine ko 1955.
1955, date of birth.
Do you remember the date, the day, and the month?
fo hakilo bulata karo nyinnala anil lungo mi wuluta bang
Hakilo bulata minna wole mu ko ka fo tubabo kango to karo miye ko March atil tang andin killing.
I remember my date of birth is the 11th of March.
Happy birthday, Mr. Sonko.
sayamba fle ko ila lungo ila wululung juralo be ni barala wala
Yo abarika.
Thank you.
Incidentally, the TRRC cafeteria serves cakes, so after this testimony,
taiba daming
council would offer you a birthday cake.
ila domo dinki durato ako cake bi
Or a slice of cake. Point of correction. A slice of cake.
do dila yama
Yo ngamo ile bismillah abarika.
I hear that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr.
abaraka
Sonko.
ita Mr. Sonko
I understand that you did not go to school.
No.
Is that correct?
nga fahamle ko itam na manta angale karango e make fo wolem bang
Wole maketa wole nya nene mantaje de.
That is the truth. I have never been to an English school.
But in spite of that, you enlisted into the Gambia National Army. Is that right?
ako wo be kan hani wo idunta Gambia la soldat bundato ye do ko keje fo wolem bang
Ade aketa wole nya man dunta jele.
It's the truth. That's the way it is. I enlisted there.
Can you tell us when you enlisted in the Gambia National Army?
fo isa fo nyeno wati jumaleng ita da dunta sojariato
Safo no karo men sango men ka fo 1993 dunta o sango lela.
I enlisted in the year 1993.
Do you recall the date, the day, and the month in which you enlisted?
ako fo karo tilonyi sangonyi mi alon ko dunta sojariata fo hakilo ya male bang
Wo lungolu nte wolu mutan mawolu mutan non sondo mo kono de.
I cannot recall the day.
Would 5th of July 1993 be a correct date?
ako fo July karo trilulo 1993 fo samutano ko wolungale idunta sojariato bang
Wo lungu de semen fo no wole mu entrambe campo kono.
Well, I can say that that day met me inside the camp.
do you recall when you completed your training?
Ako fo hakilo bulata la watu mi yalon ko ye bandila sojaria karangol fo hakilo e o maleba
ngambandi wato men na ngakala mutale ngalon ne barinta fono la katu mboka safe mboka ku kotenkeno na manche ko nka kele dron nka tama kono te wala nyama dron.
I remember all that happened, but I cannot recall exactly the time, so I cannot tell you the time that I completed my training.
The most important thing for us is the events of November 11, 1994. Do you recall those events?
ako mingena muko min fon ko mata bak wala November karo atel tanning kilon 1994 ko min ketano wala ko mata bak ako fo say hakilo sa wo ko mano le mil ketano ba
ha hakilo sa mano hakilo ya male manche ka sa mano de baranga a male hani sanyi.
It's not that I can remember. I still remember as of now, even up to now.
As at the events of November 11, 1994, you had already completed your training as a soldier in the Gambia National Army, correct?
ako comme sa fo ko kabrin 1994 November karo til tanning kilon kabranga akol nyimbe kala atarete yi ila karangol mi ay nyanta ka ke sojar bundala karola ya be kala ye bandi fo walemba
amanche sojar bundati de gendarmerie bundalem.
It's not in the army, it was in the gendarmerie.
Thank you, Mafuji, for that clarification.
baraka bake Mafuji yo senandi roaming kede
There was this point in which the gendarmerie was marched with the Gambia National Army.
ko ni wato ko na tara no gendarmerie ani sojarol ibebe no nyokaneno ni wato
And your statement says it's the Gambia National Army.
andu yekuma kangol min fona di ya safe min bawolto walem Gambia National Army Gambia la sodal bunda
But thank you for that clarification because this is important.
bara baraka bake yenyin senandiro minke katu nyum kumata bake
And before I move on to other issues, I just want to make one other point, that your current address is at Sutusinjang village, correct?
ako sayan janimbe continue la meduna ko kono alafta yedu la cleaness senandi comme ibtebe sirin daminto sayanten walen Sutusinjang satewati fo walemba
Mbesirin damento ten o mu wulin kamalete.
Where I reside now is Wulinkama.
It is Wulinkama in the West Coast region, right?
ako fo wulin kama obe West Coast tundol taba
West Coast de malo mune mu West Coast de bari ni lota tiliji karola.
I do not know what is West Coast, but if you stand at the western side, if you stand by the western side.
Would it be behind Brusubi?
fo isafo no comme Brusubi ko malemba
Brusibi komalem.
Yes, it's behind Brusubi.
Okay. So by 11 November 1994, you were already in the Gendarmerie of the Republic of the Gambia, correct?
ako sai akam toko November karo ati tanning kilon 1994 wayata rete be gendarmerie do ko wala fo walemba
Hade am wolete.
Yes, that is it.
Do you know to which section of the Gendarmerie you belonged
fo
at this time?
fo ite alone gendarmerie do ko kabri bala ebe do ko la ma famo min gendarmerie kon
Ngalo ne mbedame num ma fangola wato.
Yes, I know the section that I was in at the time.
What was the section called?
o ma famo e ko kuma ndi nyadi
Fajara Barracks.
Fajara Barracks.
Do you know the name of the unit at Fajara Barracks to which you belonged?
sai kabri be Fajara Barracks ite be tundo min do ko wala fo ye wo tundo tolo ne ba ebe tundo min koto do ko wala
Hade
Yes.
What was the name of the unit?
o to tondi wo tundo nyin tondi
wala mu driver la section note.
That was the driver's section.
Do you know the term or the acronym TSG?
ako Foyalone ka for me TSG ba.
Ade ngalonne.
And yes, I know what it is.
What do you recall it to mean?
O koto ite muna lonko wala ma koto di.
That was where I was.
But do you know the full meaning of TSG?
Sa for TSG akoto yalona ba. Akoto mumindi.
Akoto mumenti malonde.
I do not know what it means.
And what was your role in the TSG?
Patum nebe TSG. Muna muita la doko tinunje.
Na doko wale motoborindo.
My job was to drive.
Just to go back to the issue of TSG, and maybe this can help refresh your memory.
Aposa impuruka murung kotenga koma TSG la karola isaja ko hakilo se murunona hakilo se bula kuala.
Does the term tactical support group mean anything to you?
Ako foniko tactical support group wala multimedia lango walebe mararin fero la kuala. Fo ye wo koto soto ete na ba.
Ni afonye tubabu kangola tactical support group le mubang malon no wonya de bari ngan semen fo no wole munyinti ko gendarmerie mbe wole kono.
Well, if you say it in the white man's language, tactical support group, I would not know, but all I can tell you that is that it was under the gendarmerie.
Can you tell us who was your superior commanders, your commander at the gendarmerie at the time?
Ako fuesa fono mole mil muila nyaton kolti wato munebe gendarmerie kon ala gendarmerie la nyaton kol.
Memuna nyaton koti katu nyaton kafula wole bembulu.
We had 2 leaders.
Could you kindly tell us who they were?
Fuesa fono nya wellen jumalti.
Fulo Chongan.
First of all, we had Ibrahim Chongan. He was our leader.
Lieutenant Minte.
He was seconded by Lieutenant Minte, who was my leader in terms of my operations there.
Okay. And you told us that your role was to work as a driver, correct?
Ya fonye jenako itala doko mementu nje walen driver ika motole borni wala ila doko tije fo walemba
Hade.
Yes.
Were you performing this role during November 11, 1994?
Sa ila nyon doko mi mu driver ya doko fo e ba ke kananun kabri wato na November karo atil standing killing 1994 ayatara hani webe nyin driver ya laba
wayatara mbe cookhouse ikafo dame ye cookhouse mbe jele to driver yala.
At that time I was at a cookhouse as a driver.
Do you recall, well, you have already told us that you recall very well the events of November 11, 1994. Can you tell us what happened to you in the early hours of that evening, November 11, 1994?
Ako bao iya fo jane ko hakilo sabulano le kol min kada November 11 karokon wala November karo tiltanin killing 1994 mil kada sa ko fo isa dantero keno le kol mi yalon ko wolle kata no wo wula rola
anka insa danteno.
Yes, I can narrate what happened.
Tell us what happened to you from 10 p.m. of that day.
Sain ako police dantero ke mole ya fo mole min ketela wolungola ka botalan tankata
November 11 November karo til tang aning kiling wolungolo ntefang mantra duties.
On the 11th of November I was not on duties.
Bari suto kabo talang konon to mafangola.
But at night from 9 p.m. onwards,
Lieutenant Minte Memuna Chebati.
Lieutenant Minte, who was our leader,
came
to my room and found me lying on my bed.
He
called me Mafuji Sonko and I answered him. He came and told me, take these lieutenants to Yundum and return. I have not forgotten that.
adun sa dante non tata nyamena kuolu ke ata nyamena dunta nyamena mfintita nyamena.
And I can explain how things went, how we got in, how we came out.
It's exactly why you are here, Mr. Sonko. We want you to go in all those little details. But before you proceed, just one point of clarification. You said Lieutenant Minte asked you to come and take some lieutenants to Yundum Barracks. Which Lieutenant Minte are you referring to? What is his first name, if you can remember?
Ako yafo wala atine bijam. Pour yesene ndiro ke ko la wal milliard ko woleketa November karo atirtanin killing on 1994. Sa eko bawo Lieutenant Minte wala nata akoye Lieutenant Samba. Niye Samba ye murunang. Sa ko pour ye woto dante bang ngamoy. Waketa no nyadi.
The question is, which Lieutenant Minte is he referring to? What is his first name?
Benyin Lieutenant Minte nyimina teng. Ato follow mo muneti.
Atomu Binet Minteleti. Atomu Binet leta kontongo Minte.
His name is Binet Minte.
And he is the person you referred to being your commanding officer at Yundum Barracks, correct?
Sa yenyin to min foteng. Sa ko wole foko ko wole moti mi alon ko wole ke yamari pour ye ko ke wato nebe do ko ra Yundum Barracks.
Ade.
Yes.
Was it normal that you are asked to drive officers from one camp to another at night? Was it normal to receive such an instruction from your superior?
Ako fo anyanta wo nyamale bang pour ye yamaro dila pour ye mol samba lieutenant ye bondi barracks doto ye samba barracks doto fa anyanta le bang pour wo ke bang sudo
ankay na dokuo kono le anyantale la nyaton ko nay chili wato wati la ibe dankula la wato men nay kila e bulame na nyanta tala le yake.
Yes, it's proper and normal because in the line of my work, when your commander instructs you to carry out a function, you are expected to do it.
At this stage, were you told which lieutenants you were to take from Fajara Barracks to Yundum Barracks?
Ako ni wato kon fo ya fo ne ka lieutenant Jumal le bondi Yundum Barracks ike samba Fajara Barracks fo ya fo na ba wo lieutenant
ani ame tol fonyede ate ya fonyele wole nyama ko naina ni lieutenant lol samba bante fana manyini ka jumani jumalem.
No, he did not tell me what their names were. I was only instructed to take those lieutenants, but their names were not revealed to me.
Were you told from where you were to pick these lieutenants up and take them to Yundum Barracks?
Fo ya fo ni lieutenant min inyanta ke samba ya fo ne be sikala daming anu nie samba barracks to inyante jindila daming
ha ya fonyele mbeta la daming mbe sambala kampo min kono wolem Yundum Barracks ti je konoto.
Yes, they told me we had to pick them up and also we had to take them, which was inside of the Yundum Barracks.
Where were you to pick them up from?
Inyanta ke sikanu muntole
na Fajara Barracks kono to je gadrumo balaje ibebe lori wolto moto bala.
They were all standing by the guard room at Fajara Barracks, close to the vehicle.
After you received the order from your commanding officer, Lieutenant Bineminte, what did you do?
Kabrin wato minna ye yamaro soto kabo ila nyaton ko bul Lieutenant Bineminte bul inata na muneke kabra wo yamaro dila foko pare
biray ni yamaro Lieutenant Minte Binet Minte kabiringa ni yamaro dinna nga menke wole mu wulita nga nadondi ko dum nga nakurto dum silipa sole benna ntata gadru moto dame yalon ko motobe jeleto mbe mentala pour kany lieutenant Samba.
After these instructions were given to me by Lieutenant Minte, I dressed up and I was only wearing slippers, and then I proceeded to the guard room where the lieutenants were waiting and where the car was also parked.
From where did you get the vehicle key?
Moto chabo nying yo soto no muntole
moto chabo be guard room moto je.
The vehicle key was at the guard room.
How did you get the keys?
Chabo ni ya soto no nyadi
chabo birim tebe futala je drong nga gad rumol min bije min be gad la that very day wo lungola.
As I arrived, those that were in the guard room on the night,
wole chabota because Lieutenant Minte adiamuta foine kombita fala sonko e napura nyunu samba deputata ngatra chabo be wolubulo kon wala ko chabo file.
because Lieutenant Minte had already instructed them to give me the key. So when I arrived, I already found the key with them and they handed it over to me.
And what happened after that?
Mune nata ke wo kola.
So nata wo wole nyininka jumanyo lemu wo gadrumo sajino nyi wala tandina ko nyunu lemo.
So then I asked who are the people that I am to transport, and then the sergeant on duty pointed to a group and said, these are the people you are to take.
Do you recall the name of that sergeant?
Wo sajino nyi fo hakilo bulata tola la ba.
No sajino nyi hani hakilo mambula no atola de.
I cannot recall the name of the sergeant.
But you eventually saw the group you were directed to take to Yundum Barracks.
Bari labamala inata na mol jele mi yalon ko ye yamar pri nyanta ke samba Yundum Barracks.
Ade nejele.
Yes, I saw them.
Did you know who they were?
Fo yalon ne wolmu mo jumaledi o wato kon.
Ngamo dantane le long yi kono de bar dol ma wolu long.
I know a few of them, but others I do not know them.
Can you tell us the names of those who you knew at the time?
Sa ye mol min long fo se wol tol fo nyano le bang.
Hade nse tol fo nole.
Yes, I can tell their names.
Please go ahead.
Tol fo bang.
Fenke Lieutenant Jamme.
Lieutenant Jamme.
Abe kono LF Jamme.
LF Jamme, he was amongst them.
Abe jele.
He was there.
Lieutenant Dabo.
Lieutenant Dabo.
Abijele.
He was there.
Lieutenant Chekoyo Teng.
He's a fair in complexion guy.
Chekoyo.
He's fair in complexion.
Abije Nyancho.
He's there. Nyancho.
Abije. Lieutenant Olem.
Point of clarification. Lieutenant Kekoyo and Nyancho, are they the same person or two different people?
For you more flowly, imo cleanati bang. Lieutenant Nyancho.
Nyancho. Wala anyway ntenga mira ngamem longa teto wala because wato mina ñun dolu ba teto fo kan nte fam mate lom personally ka birin naga de bari jelen ka to moy ka foko Nyancho Sane.
Well, I do not know him. I did not know him, but it was when his name was being mentioned by the other soldiers that I got to know that he's Nyancho.
Nyancho Sane, and is a lieutenant.
And they were telling me that he's Nyancho Sane and he's a lieutenant.
The question is whether Nyancho is the same person as the light-skinned lieutenant you talked about.
Ako nyininkaro minti ikanyi lieutenant no min foten fo wala wo ke koyo nyinti bang komi ka min fo
ke koyo nyin wo mu jammeleti.
The fair in complexion guy is Jamme. Is Jamme.
Ha.
Yes.
Nyancho.
Nyancho.
Wo mu saneleti.
Nyancho is Sane. They are not the same people.
Thank you very much for that clarification. Another clarification. You have mentioned, the first person you mentioned was Lieutenant LF Jamme. And now you mention Kekoyo and also a Lieutenant Jamme. Is Lieutenant Jamme the same person as the Lieutenant Kekoyo Jamme you refer to, or these are two different people?
Ako alafta ko da yesena andir doke. Iko jang Lieutenant Jamme. Iko Lieutenant Koyo Jamme. Sa alafta milona fo Lieutenant Jamme anin Lieutenant Koyo Jamme. Mo kilingo le muiti bang.
For the clarification, Lieutenant LF Jamme. Is it the same person as the Kekoyo Lieutenant Jamme?
Pour ka senandir ko do kote. Comme Lieutenant Koyo Jamme fo at wo mo kilingo le Lieutenant Jamme ti bang.
No.
Elef Jamme and Che Koyoning, Manke Kilintide.
Elef Jame and this fair in complexion guy are not the same people.
Yeah, excuse me, I almost, I almost lapsed into Mandinka. I mean, and my Mandinka is atrocious, but anyway, the commission would help me polish it. You mentioned Lieutenant K. Koyo Jame. Would that be Lieutenant Buba Jame?
Ako ya fo janne Lieutenant K. Koyo Jame. Ako fo walem Lieutenant Buba Jame tiba.
Nwe Buba Jamme to ka fole bante malong exactly kilim memo bari ngalon ko Jamme kundan ko le munyinte de woni elef Jamme te kilintide.
Well, the name of Buba Jame was mentioned, but he is not the same guy as this Elef Jame. They are not the same people.
Thank you very much. And you have mentioned Lieutenant Elef Jame, Lieutenant Dabo, Lieutenant K. Koyo Jame, and who else was there with you?
Ya fo janne Lieutenant Jame, Lieutenant Dabo, Lieutenant Koyo Jame, yo fo janne. Sa ko ani juma kote.
Fenke be kono le Baro.
Baro was there amongst them.
Baro bijele.
Baro was there.
Wodo ni mawo long because imo lululem.
The other ones, I do not know them because they were 5.
Ntelem
I was the 6th.
Let's clarify another point here. You said Baro was there. What we are now talking about is the vehicle or the officers you drove from Fajara Barracks to Yundum Barracks. And I want you to think again to let us know who were the lieutenants who were present in that vehicle. And again, was Lieutenant Barrow present in that vehicle?
Ako pour ka seneyandiro ko kote. Yalo iba diamu kanne yemol min samba barak solto. Yemol min samba ani moto la barak solto. Ako sa pour alafta damen to senea. Fo Lieutenant Barrow fa dabe wo mol kono le.
Lieutenant Barrow dabe jele ni molu kono le.
Lieutenant Barrow was amongst these people that I took.
And who else?
Anin Juma.
Nkwe ni Nyancho.
I told you this Nyancho.
Lieutenant Elef Jamme.
Lieutenant Elef Jamme.
Ning fo nyaadi lem bari lieutenant mka fo me ke koyo nyin Jamme kundam ko.
This other guy that I don't know his name, but we call him Kekoyo Jamme.
Did you know these officers before you met them on that day?
Ako fo ñul sojarol min yeñul min tarañing dulantote ñenta mil sambal fo inane lonne bang jani wo lu ngay ni be ben
ntenene me long.
I did not know them before then.
How did you come to learn their names?
Itoli inata na wo lonno ñadi
atu ibe tol fo kanden te ñala wati o wati fo jendum be futala yundum.
Their names were being pronounced each time before we arrived at Yundum.
Do you recall what time they boarded your vehicle?
Fo yalo ne wati jumaleng idunta la moto ñing kono.
Wato montro tembulu de time tembulu bar ngalo ne ko talankono to de wo tambitale.
At that time, I cannot tell because I did not have a watch, but I know that it would be after 9 p.m.
Well, your earlier testimony is that you were woken up around 10 p.m.
Ko ila diamu folol yemil kejang ikole ko ye kuni le talantan ne ye kuni.
Is that correct?
Fo walemba.
Talantan han mafuko talantan de.
No, I did not say 10 o'clock.
What time did Lieutenant Minte come to your accommodation in the barracks?
Ako woto wati jumane Lieutenant Minte na tela tara dinkirado barracks o kono je.
Brian tran na bunkono belaring.
When he met me in my room, I was lying down.
Ko watu bekela talan
I told you that it would be around 10 o'clock.
But exactly talantan.
But if I cannot tell you that it's exactly 10 o'clock.
I agree with that. What I am trying to drive at here is that if you were woken up in your accommodation around 10 p.m. and you went to the guard room and you pick up some officers, the time would have been sometime closer to 10 or after 10 instead of 9 o'clock. So the question I ask is, do you recall at around what time these officers boarded your vehicle? Was it before 10 o'clock or after 10 o'clock?
Sojarol sika kang purke sama fo talantan nembang fo talantan kola lembang
anyanta tarala talantang wo akono.
It should be within the 10 o'clock period.
I don't understand what that means, but would it be after 10 p.m. or before 10 p.m.?
Akamela woto faham bakede bari fo abekala mindi wala nyindiko talantan kono lembang fo talantan kola.
It cannot be after 10 o'clock. It should be within. But it cannot be. It should be within 10 o'clock or just thereabout. And if there is any time after 10, it will be very, very insignificant. So I would say it will be around 10.
So let's settle for around 10 p.m. The officers boarded your vehicle. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Do you recall the type of vehicle you were using?
Recall the vehicle.
What type of vehicle was it? Mark and model, if possible.
Ako puriya fo mum moto si falem moto nyinto.
Could you say again?
Land Rover mulungolem.
It was a Land Rover like vehicle.
Do you recall the color?
Fo coloro mimbala heklo yo mala bang.
Na kampu kono kola nying men katra moto la greeno nying moto la wallet.
It's the color of our camp, which is green.
So the officers joined your vehicle. What happened after that?
Saying sojaro nying iduntela moto kono. Kabe iduntela moto kono mune natake.
Biring sojaro be dunta ni lieutenant be dunta na moto kono nga moto mala nga ngotiling yundum barracks la.
When all of these officers boarded the vehicle, I started the engine and we headed towards the Yundum barracks.
Yes, and tell us what happened after that.
Should I continue narrating?
Yes, please, and just pay attention to the fact that I may indicate that you stop and then I'll follow up with questions. But yes, please proceed.
Abe watul be sotola miala ba itanle ko lo diamola alafta ke nyinin kale so bari se continue nole kadiam
bastala.
There's no problem with that.
Birin ni lieutenant be dunta moto kono be ngotiling kang Yundum barracks.
Well, once the officers got into the vehicle, we proceeded towards Yundum barracks.
Ntatale da malbe kacha kang
So as we were going, they were chatting amongst themselves, and because I do not know them, and they have not they don't know me also, so they were chatting amongst themselves as we were going. At that time, none of them had a gun.
Sonkamanke.
There was no quarrel.
Kile mantra kiring.
There was no fighting going on.
Hani problem killing fang mantra, ke kang fang waranga mantra, mamang kang fang kampokono warang bangkokang.
There was no problem amongst themselves in the camp or in the country at the time.
Bitaka nen tatale fong futata Yundum barracks.
We proceeded until we arrived at the Yundum barracks.
Ni be dunna Yundum barracks ni bota kome koy bota Banjulun di mafamola jandi ka futa ni be dunna e kaf. If
you are entering the Yundum barracks and you are coming from the Banjulunding end, as you turn, you have to turn, as you allow to get off the main road, you have to turn right. As you are entering the first door, there are flowers in there. That place is a little bit shady because there are a lot of trees and there is a lot of shade also, so it's a little bit shady. But I do not know, I am not aware until we got there. No sooner do we arrive that then the gunshot started, we were being fired at. There was so much firing that I stopped my vehicle. At that time, all of these soldiers that I was carrying opened the doors of the vehicle and they jumped out. Lieutenant Elf Jamme. Ate bortale aning amonyo do itolle borta ikanata baretoma kotengolo aninte be tuyem tole be mutajele. It was Lieutenant Elf Jamme and another guy who managed to escape, but the rest of us, including myself, were captured. Out of the 6 that left, that arrived at the Yundum barracks, apart from the 2 that escaped, the rest of us were all captured. There we were undressed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. Do you recall who led the officers that captured you?
For heklo bulada mola miyalonko wale nyin sojarol nyatonko ya sojarol miyalonko wale temuda.
For ngalon ne minialonko nyin nyatonko kono minien tolomuta.
Whether if I know who led the soldiers that captured us?
Yes. Or who was the actual soldier who captured you?
Wala sojaro min fonga yete muta.
Ha ngalo.
Yes, I know.
Kindly tell us, please.
Afomole.
Lieutenant Peter Singate.
Lieutenant Peter Singate.
Anin Samba Batch Edward Singate la driver.
And Samba Batch who drives for Edward Singate.
Nilem multiminialon ko nyatonka.
They were the leaders of the soldiers just captured me and my colleagues.
Bach Samba, do you know his last name?
Bach Samba, foya kontongolo neba.
Fa kontongolo no kontong malo memul baren ka kili Samba Bach.
I do not know, but we used to call him Samba Bach.
Would the name Samba Bach Jallo ring a bell? Would it mean something to you?
Niko Bach Samba Jallo. For a fen ke hakilo kono leba.
Anyway, Jallo ko Jallo fenko dan malon de barentengalon Samba Bach.
Well, I do not know. I do not know about this Jallo
staff
thing, but we call him Samba Bach. He was a staff sergeant. He was a sergeant.
The witness said staff sergeant, but you said you were arrested, you were captured, and you were undressed. Could you tell whether you were left with any form of clothing or not?
Sako iko yal mutale. kabri yal muta yal wurang ako sayin kabri wo wuran do kola fo ye fentual balala komi walen siti fan total balo balala
drosol damal le tutam bala.
We were only left with our knickers.
You said some escaped. Do you know towards which direction they escaped?
Iko dol Canada. Sayin fo yalo na mil Canada itata ni ma fango minaba.
Bortale dunta fenko kono ma fangola airport auto ma fangola so itata je nyawnya nyama je nta fono la kat mambule no mantre kono.
They ran towards the airport end, and so but I cannot say how they got there because I was not following them, so I would not know.
That is perfectly understandable, Mr. Witness. So after you were undressed, how many of you were in fact captured at this point? 2 escaped. And do I take it that it was 5 of you who were captured?
Ako sayin kabri yal wurang foka pare. Sayin mo ya moja le muta katu fula kanata le foka pare. Sa kam to ko atol mo lulle wato. Ko walem?
Ha de.
Yes.
What happened after you were stripped of your military uniforms?
Ako mune keta kabri ya le uniformol bondal ba le soldat uniformol kabri ya bondal bala mune natake
biriye o uniformol be bondi mbala bebe larin dumale mo mallo asingola de bebe larin dumale nka kurolle.
Once we were stripped of our uniforms, we were all lying on the ground. We were crawling. None of us was standing.
Were you lying down as a matter of choice or not?
Fo atol aliyo la minke adiata fongole bang aliela duma bang fo amanka sawoti
force ole munde yela de ibe damfula ibe cikla i camera footballo ke damfula ibe cikla ibe larin duma ibe tala ibe kurolla.
We were forced to lie on the ground, and we were being kicked and compelled to crawl.
Apart from being kicked, were you hit by anything else?
Kabri ka bondi je kal damfu dorong fo ya lipa fendo fanala
chidi juo mol chidi juo wala kata tangi be jumpla la tangi.
They were using rifle butts
and be cikla
hitting us with it and
jumpla
giving us blows and kicking us.
Mr. Witness, you can stand up and demonstrate how it was being done.
Sedo ise lo nole ya itandi mola keta no nyami ya kala no nyami ise lo no ya itandi.
Thank you so much. It will be a pleasure for me to stand up and show you exactly how it happens. To show you the behavior of soldiers.
He said the madness of soldiers.
His soldier is wicked. I can't hear him, so.
Peter Singate. Samba Bach.
Singate and Samba Bach.
Ani sojar kotengol mini ya lonko wol dolbe ci du kangol ci dolle be bulu amanke ciakan ko te ngakuma le fale jam.
I'm not joking. I'm telling you something very serious.
Mo buke mira comme ko ibe balula le because ka fonyele life comme be mbali be falale.
At that time none of us was thinking of surviving because the message they told us they were going to kill us. Crawl. We are lined.
Peter Singate be loring.
Peter Singate stands behind.
Samba Bach be loring.
Samba Bach stands.
Sojar kotengol be loring.
Other soldiers are standing.
Bari Peter.
But Peter.
Katara loring ne sojarol be randin teng.
But he stands and the soldiers line up in front of him. And he's behind them with Samba Bach.
Fuck them.
And they order them to tell them to fuck them.
These nonsense people.
These nonsense people.
He can kick.
They kick us as we crawl. As we are crawling. We're facing one side crawling. And they'll be kicking us and be using rifle butts and striking us from the back.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. You may be seated now. In this process, did you sustain any injuries?
My left hand, up to now, I find it difficult to raise it up.
And was that as a result of the injuries you sustained on that occasion?
For miatina yenyim baramo nyin sodote ela nyim buludimo ye woli porol min kela wodulanta wala nyim baramo sabuba
woli paro because ye lipaje chidujuo ye woli lipanna
it was the beating, the rifle bullets they used on my soldier. That is what is giving me this pain.
Was it only one soldier who was hitting your group of captured soldiers, or was it many soldiers?
For soldier killing, wole battle lipa kambang, for soldier jamal leba lipa kanu.
Wolo dulato asiata soldier muante mini bebe loring abetu ntornyi monanolo ye bela leparo bentol lekang.
At that instance,
mo kilimo mo nani mo lulu si tellipa ite kilimo.
At that instant, the soldiers that were there numbered up to 20, and all of them took part in beating us.
Did he say more than that? Didn't he suggest that sometimes more than 4 or 5 people would be beating on one person?
Ako coming for you all for bang, coming ya for a water dolbije mo nani for mo lulu, wal katara mo lipala.
More killing all lipala.
More killing all lipala.
Ah, ngao se diale.
Yes, I testified to that.
And you said you were forced to crawl. Where did you crawl to?
Iko ikale ngunuma ya force prale ngunuma prale ta munto
kabonang bundato kananang gadrumo to konoto
from the door towards from the gate towards the guard room.
Can you tell us the distance if you can estimate?
Natare isa fono wala jamfo be nyadile ni sa fono
amuluntale kabojang.
It's like from here.
Kata bantala bundato kadunang konotola gate ni alla ni gate jang kadunang konoto.
From here towards the main gate of the TRRC here, the main gate.
Perhaps the record should reflect what the witness said, that the distance is about from where he is seated to the main entrance of the TRRC premises. Say about 50 meters or thereabout.
Ako coming insafo ko ebe sirin dam to jang kata fo bundado metra talulem.
That is my estimation on the basis of what the witness has said. He does not have to say anything about that. So what happened when you arrived at the guard room area?
Mune natake watu mne futata guard room moto.
Mfutata guard moto watu mena mbebe larin duma.
As we entered the guard room, all of us were lying on the ground.
Peter Singate nata abe molu yo fila nyin sojarol be yo fikana be jibe kana be jibe kanne.
Peter Singate came there and he was looking around at us and looking at the soldiers who were also present there.
Fa futatante mawato minna.
Until he got to me.
Ayenjibe ako bachi ko no, this man is not among Mafuji. It's not among.
He looked at me and then said to Bach, no, this guy is not among.
Mr. Witness, did you recall him say these exact words, or you just use those words to explain what you think he said?
Akofo ya mwele komite nyun kuma kongol min foten ka ko wala fonu ya mwela ba fo ka ne bang fete ba fo ka ne koma ay wo fole.
These words came from Peter Singate's own mouth, and I heard that while I was lying down.
And you still haven't forgotten those words?
I have not forgotten, and I will not forget until the day I die.
And then what happened after he said, this one, he is not among Mafuji Sonko? What happened after that?
Mune natake watu mna Peter Singate ko nyindo Mafuji adab montaraji mune natake
natambondi ye londi karala.
And then I was separated from the rest, and they took me aside.
And then proceed.
Continue.
Na continue. Biri ye londi karala.
When I was taken aside,
so inata continue ni lieutenant dola.
So they continued talking to the other lieutenants. He was asking them,
bari angale kanwa ka memfo ni ka diamu mennan tete woto fo no la.
But they were speaking in English, and what they were talking about I cannot say because I do not understand English.
Did you hear him say anything about what would happen to those lieutenants?
Fo ya mwele abe diamu kan kafo munebe kala wo lieutenant.
Je abe diamu ka ye menna nin kuma be je ntese memfo no nga memmoy ntulola. Wole mu ning atol be kono tu ninga memmuta mba falale.
What I can perceive from the discussions that I had them do at the time was that he said to them, amongst you, if anyone that I catch here, I am going to kill.
Did he say anything about what he believed those lieutenants were trying to do?
Fo identiero kelebang komin kuma kan la milyalon ko koma teve ha mutako ko wo lieutenant non lefta ka wole kenu.
Anyway, je mamo ya teto je to de.
I did not hear that from him at that time, but later.
Kumo fota damento manfuta woto folo. But fota le de bare nyindulanto kuma sifa manfo na je woto.
Where this statement was made is later, and we are not yet at that point. But at the guard room there, I did not hear this was being said by Peter.
Okay, we have arrived at this point where Peter said that this man, he is not among Mafuji, so you are put aside. Then he started having a conversation with the other lieutenants who were captured. What happened after that?
Ako ha ko mimbe mafon dinkira min do wala nyinde ko kabrako ite dade je ite Mafuji. So sa anatana continue aninyin lieutenant dol. Sa ko kabrani wolbe diamola. Wo diamo kono mune nata ke koten.
Wodi amo kono amambang imam pare flo ngaje ko pitanate diamu kuntu findita anya tiling bunda bato yen tolu mutanan dame yalon tela moto be je la be pakrinje.
So the conversation did not end, and so Peter stopped it, and he left them, and I saw him heading towards the gate where the vehicle that I was driving was parked.
Wo kono lo samba bachinata na konye ko fucking soldier go there.
That was when Sambabach came and said to me, fucking soldier, go there.
I am Murundi nyindolu kono nyi lieutenant lo bedama I am samba I Murundi je.
He returned me back to these soldiers, these other lieutenants.
Biring ntetata je.
When I got back to this group,
Abrim Peter Nata.
When Peter returned,
Ako.
He said,
Sambabachi ko this man is not among.
He said to Sambabach, I told you that this guy is not among, and I can remember that. He spoke in English, but I remember that. But Peter subsequently left and went towards the guard room. They did not remove me from this group. I was left there. Then they came and took all of us and took us into the guard room.
At this stage, Mr. Witness, at this stage, was Peter Singate, did Peter Singate have anything in his hands?
Ako fonyi wato fo Peter Singate fenba nunga blo kono le wotembo bang.
Hanka fenba bula kono chido babulu.
Yes, he had something. He had a gun.
Do you know the type of weapon he had?
Kalashnikov. AK-47.
AK-47.
How about Samba Bach? Did he have anything in his possession, in his hands at the moment?
Samba Ba fanado. For I fensho nung fembe nung mutaringa blow kono leba.
Ate chidiba katangole babule ka for me LMG men ka chese chemeta.
He had a very big gun they call LMG. It takes about 100 rounds.
How about the older soldiers who participated in beating you? Did they have anything in their hands?
San, wo soldier dol dung miliaran ko data soldier ol kono la milbal bute kan. Fol fana fembe no iblo kono la ba.
A betu kilinti je me yalan ko chidote membula betu AK-47 ne bebu.
All of them were armed. All of them had AK-47. There was none amongst them who was not armed.
And your group of soldiers who were captured, did they have anything in their hands?
Ite wo soldier ite ni milbe nyokang ye mil muta yete ni mil muta fo fembe nu wol bulol kono la ba
kidite mobulu.
No, nobody had a gun.
So you were captured. Now you were taken to the guard room. Tell us what happened there.
Iko sa yal muta yal samba ala guard room moto mune nata ke wo kola.
So kabriyen samba gadru moto yen soronje bare kabonyin dula to jambe bitirinda men kata gadru moto manche ko kalole kata made wo be ka kurole de feftar bunda to yesuti ajile don isina wuli dro yedum fenko ko
They took us to
fona kilin nem de manche ko alberbe wula nyola le etade kilin nem.
They took us to the guard room and they locked us. But it is not as if we walked to the guard room. Where we were lying down, we were asked to crawl individually up to the guard room, and when you enter into the guard room, that was when we will get up and walk into the cell.
And what happened after that?
Mune nata ke wo kola.
Kabrim be dunta je fum pareta ye da sorong.
Once all of us were inside, the door was locked.
Peter nenyi mo ko tanga nenyi sojar ko tangol betu sojarol be siarin jede
Peter
manche ko kilim fula sabanani
Peter and all these other soldiers, they were there. There were many. There were many soldiers there.
Yentol tuje bebe banta.
They left us in.
Bukalo be dunna dami be fintira dami be dunna dami be fintira be jele be tamantaman ko nyama fameta.
They left us in the cell and they were outside and they were walking in and out. You wouldn't know what they were doing. They were walking in and out and we were there for a while.
Then after inatanam bondi nanje selo kono yen samba mile 2.
After that, we were taken out from the cell and taken to mile 2.
Can you tell us who did that?
Isa fono mole jumale woke.
Peter Singate samba bach. Peter Singate samba bach. Wolle be loring kay tandina ko selo fango meya dayele wole mu samba fango le selo dayele akonyo kali fintina. Peter Singate be loring akoma.
It was Peter Singate and Samba Bach. In fact, Samba Bach opened the doors to the cell and ordered us out.
Nata fintina motoni ya arrière nan ye moto arrière nan ne fa lota fenko dala gadrumo bunda fango balaji ibe fintila bungo ko gadrumo kono do yedum moto kono
so as
we ko ibe tamala dula janta mate jede ibe bola bungo kono drong yedum fenko kono moto kono.
As we came out, we were the vehicle was already parked. So as you come out of the cell, you will get onto the vehicle.
Do you recall at around what time of the night this thing occurred?
For hakilo sa mano le nyinkata suto wate jumal.
Wole fobe kole alambulu bake katu time motembulu wato man time jedulato bari shoku tabakele.
It would be difficult for me to say the exact time because I did not have a watch, but I can tell you that it was late.
Would it be after midnight or before midnight?
For abakala suto talantemo tibang for janin suto talantemo talantani
no suto talantemo sita le wato kay suto talantemo sita fonni ko atambita drong bari dasata wo teje suto talantemo sita le.
At that time it would be after midnight. It cannot be before. It would be after midnight.
All right. And you said you were taken to mile 2. Do you recall how many of you were in that vehicle?
Iko ya samba mile 2. Foi hakilo ya mala ya tol mo jelle samba no mile 2.
Hakilo ya mala ntol mo jelle mo ntol mo nani le mo.
Yes, I recall. We were 4.
And do you recall the names of those 4 people?
For mo nano le hakilo ye tol male bang.
Yes, I can say.
Please go ahead.
Nte Mafuji Sonko.
Myself, Mafuji Sonko.
Baro Bije.
Baro was there.
Fenke Nyancho Sane.
Nyancho Sane.
Ele Fenke Nying
I'm forgetting the name of this guy. We were 4.
Earlier you indicated
we were 4 going to mile 2.
That in the group were Lieutenant L.F. Jame, and he escaped in the direction of the airport. You mentioned also another Lieutenant Jame, the light-skinned Jame. You mentioned Lieutenant Nyancho Sane, and you also mentioned Lieutenant Barrow. Do you recall who from that group went with you to Mile 2?
Ako ya fonun komandala ko Lieutenant Jame bijele anin Lieutenant Koyo Jame Basiru Barrow fana bijele anin Modo. So ako sa info
I will take the names again. Just ask him to pay attention to the names that I'm going to read out. He mentioned Lieutenant L.F. Jame, who he says escaped in the direction of the airport.
Lieutenant Jame to for Jane.
L.F. Jame.
L.F. Jame yo to for Jane. Eko L.F. Jame wo Canada bara ala Canadula wolem atambitani airport oltala.
You also mentioned
yes.
You also mentioned Lieutenant Jame Ke Koyo Jame.
Yeah, Lieutenant Jame Fanato for Jane Eko Ke Koyo Jame.
You don't recall his first name.
Hekelo Mambula ato folola.
Did you go to the Mile 2 prisons with him, or you went without him?
For kabri ke samba Mile 2 kasodo. Ina tata nyola bang fo ina mantanyola.
Ke koyo nyimbang.
Do you mean the light-skinned guy?
Yes.
Ha ni wol tata nyola kata LFO tata le but ni nyindo ni wol tata nyola kata Mile 2.
Yes, I went along with this other one because LF Jame had escaped.
Lieutenant Barrow, did you go with him to Mile 2 or not?
Lieutenant Barrow, ini wo fana tata Mile 2 le bang fo han.
Ni wo bele tu tata nyola but Mile 2.
I went along with him to Mile 2, yes.
And Lieutenant Nyancho Sane, according to you, did you go with him to airport to the Mile 2?
I went along with him also to Mile 2.
Okay. Do you recall which type of vehicle were you taken into?
Fo hakilo ya male motosifa mi yalan ko e bole bolndi yo ya bulanu wala kono kal samba.
It's a vehicle that looks like a Land Rover, but it had a tarpaulin over it.
And do you recall which soldiers took you to Mile 2?
Foye hakilo fana bulata sojarol mi yalan ko wolle al samba no Mile 2.
Yes.
Who were they?
Jumalem.
Peter Singate,
Samba
Bach, and sojar Kotengol,
and other soldiers. All of them got into this vehicle until it was full to capacity. And we headed towards Mile 2.
Those other soldiers, do you recall their names?
National Gambian National Army
Those were members of the Gambian National Army, and I am not used to them.
Okay. So what happened when you arrived at Mile 2?
When we got to the main entrance, to the gate, before you enter inside, the vehicle stopped and all of us alighted. All of us, as you jump onto the ground, alight from the vehicle, you head for the ground. So all of us began to crawl from there.
For remind
up till we are the reminders. You go inside and take a turn towards the remind.
Are you crawling on your own volition?
It was not our own wish to crawl in.
Why did you crawl?
Nibe kurola ibe danfukan ibe nyorikan ibe lipala chidi juola
They did not want us to stand because as you are crawling, they will be hitting you with rifle butts and be kicking you and be shoving you around. From there up to the remind. Before we got onto the remind, that place is a little bit wide. They brought in other soldiers. And they met us in there.
Lieutenant Chilimbije ngawolon hanisani hachilo Bama.
There is one lieutenant up to today. My mind is on him.
Lieutenant Dutch Fall.
He is called Lieutenant Dutch Fall.
Lieutenant Dutch Fall nying.
This Lieutenant Dutch Fall.
Ya lipale fo nying anyanyin jang namam puluchide barde ha atinyata because he
was beaten so badly that his eye, I'm afraid it was spoiled.
Okay, let's get it chronologically. Did you arrive in mile 2 together with Dotfal, or he found you there?
We did not come together to mile 2.
Okay, now let's talk about your own group. Your arrival at mile 2, what happened? Thereafter, we will talk about Dutch Fall, what happened to him. But for now, let's focus on your group. When you arrived at mile 2, you were made to crawl from the gate to the remand wing, and you were being kicked and rifle-butted. So can you explain further what happened during that time?
Mbadamin toten ngete nila kafo mol fodorong minketa tolla wato minna aljita moto kono albe larin duma albe ngunuma kangal kata ibal damfula ibal lipala kidi kumala ako wo karola ite diam wala san doj falta mbe futala wotol bar ngete la ne kafo mol ngola ko senandi folo
I told you
we crawled from the gate towards a place which is a wide space.
It
was then at this wide space that they brought other soldiers, and amongst this new group, that was where Dutch Fall was.
So
so all of us went together to enter into the remand.
Dot Fall, was he brought alone, or were there other captured soldiers who were brought with him?
Ako Dot Fall, ya damale nati nambang, fo ya nin soldier dole nati nanyola.
Dot Fall ya nin soldier dole nati.
They brought Dutch Fall with other soldiers, and there were many.
You described Dot Fall's condition. You said if his eye did not pop out, there was at least a lot of blood covering the eye. Did you see injuries on the other soldiers with whom he was brought?
Ako ya fole Dot Fall ala taranya abenu nyame ya fole ko komi anyade namantede wata anya pulicita nam bandal ako say wo sojer kotongol mialan ko ni Dot Fall be ñokam wol fana be nu ñadile fo wol fana baramata la bang
ma woluta fenkeno baake kat Dutch Fall be sutiyarin telale.
I cannot talk much about those people, but Dutch Fall was very close to me.
Did you observe any injuries on them, on the other soldiers?
Wo soldier dol fo e kolosilo ke balo to le bam fo baramol be balo balaba
wolu na korosiro mantra wolu kambake bari Dutch Fall membe mbala na korosiro futata woto bake nka tele jibe bake law baramo yelo nyimbe bokan.
I cannot tell about the others because I couldn't observe them, but for Dutch Fall he was close to me, so for him I could observe and see what was wrong with him.
So can you tell us what happened as you entered the remand wing?
Sam, fo sa fo no mole muneketa wato na albe dunkan remand kono.
Mbe dunka remand kono ake Dutch fal fango abukata mano asingola abuka ngunu mano te ka bulole mutaten ka afenka kuruntu nyola nka samba nyola.
At the time we were entering the remand wing, Dutch Fall was unable to walk. He could not crawl, so I had to hold his hand and drag him along.
Why do you think he was unable to crawl?
Because at that time he was almost paralyzed from the beatings.
So you had to help him, drag him as you went along, correct?
Yes, so I held his hand, and there were others too who were helping, and we were dragging him along.
How did you know his name?
His name was been mentioned a lot, Peter Singate.
Sana
Sabali as well.
Sadebu
Haidara. All of them were standing there. They were there.
Edward
Singate. All of them were there.
Samba
Bach.
They
were there.
And
other heads of the GNA, they were all there.
Do you know their names?
Nyindolu ngawul belon ne adum itolu manyine la nyunube Peter Singate, Edward Singate, Sadebo Haidara, Sana Sabale, Samba Bach, will be baby jele belorin jele.
Samba Bach, Edward Singate, Peter Singate, Edward Singate, these ones I know their names.
And then what happened?
Data wala nyama fu birin dunta selolo kono yembe soron jele monkun sel kilinde.
When we entered, we were all taken into the cells and locked. We couldn't fit into one cell.
Ndebe selo men kono Dutch Fall be o selo le kono.
The cell I was alongside Dutch Fall.
Tol dam mal mini bigen tol tatale fu mo tanni lulu.
We were about 45 inmates.
Did he say that?
Tanni lulu, 15.
Tanni lulu.
15.
Momang kunje nata selu dol civiliano lu mini be o selo kono ye wolle bondi ni be dunna ni nata kurol tatengi nata tengi dunta selo kono teng selo bije on the left nying mara karola teng ntol be selo min kono selo fatale sel do bije ye wolle bondi jele ye samba on the right buluba karola teng sel do bije civiliano lu be bondi jan jele ye be dundi janne. So the
detainees were the detainees were so many, our group and Dutch Falls group, so much so that they had to empty other cells that were containing some civilians to create space for these soldiers who were brought in to be detained.
And what happened after that?
Kabri woto lemu nying Sana Sabali.
It was then that Sana Sabali,
ako Peter Singate ko,
he told Peter Singate,
wait here.
You wait here.
We are going to State House to get the order what to do. Mang angale karangde. I
do not, I've not studied English, I don't speak English, but these words that he said, I remember them fully until the day I die.
What did you understand Sana Sabali was telling to Peter Singate?
Yemune faham Sana Sabali kamun fonum Peter Singate wokuma kama yemune faham je.
Akaye alimbatu yang. You wait here.
He told them, you wait for me here. That is, wait for me here.
Ngata State House nga ordata.
We will go to the State House and seek for orders to proceed. And that was how all of them left.
Did Sana Sabali leave alone?
For Sana Sabali,
Sana did not go alone.
Do you recall who he went with?
Yes, I recall.
Can you tell us, please?
ate sana sabali tatale.
Sana Sabali went.
Edward Singate tatale.
Edward went.
Sadibu Haidara tatale.
Sadibu Haidara went.
So sanya anin sojar kotengulo.
And other soldiers.
Wol Tata State House. Foi futataje, foi mom futaje bari Tata Wolt.
All of them went to the State House. Because that's what they said. So, but I'm not sure whether they got to the State House or not. But they all said they were going to the State House.
Sanya tuta Peter Singate and Samba Bach.
So it was Peter Singate and Samba Bach that stayed behind.
And continue. What happened after?
Continue.
Okay. Sanya bebe la moerola.
So we were all there waiting.
Fo wato minna sana sabali nata.
Until Sana Sabali returned.
Sana sabali nata wato minna.
When he returned,
Sadibu Haidara mate jede Peter Edward fana mate jede.
we did not see Edward. We did not see Sadibu.
Bari atedama natale ako Peter ye ko.
He came and said to Peter,
Akaye ko nyinu be fintindinang.
bring all of these ones outside.
Ha ngata Fajara.
And let's go to Fajara,
Be fala dameng.
where we are going to execute them.
Did he say that? Did he say where they were going to kill you?
For aya fole bang ka foko ibita alfala dami.
I wole for.
That is what he said.
And then
Fala
what
dameng. Iben fala dameng.
Where they are going to execute us.
And then what happened after that?
Mune natake wokola.
Wokola ntul benata fintinang.
After that, all of us came out.
Bar nimbe fintila manche ko grupo le ka fintinande.
But when we come out, we don't come out in groups.
Kilin ne me ka fintinane yedum moto kono.
One at a time to enter, to climb onto the vehicle.
Wo moto fata wo botaje moto dodo data wo mutro kolete.
That vehicle was full and it left, and then they brought in another one, which was a truck.
Moto fula wole botaje.
2 vehicles left there.
Ntoliye minu muta ani sojar kote ngolu belebe jondri wo moto fulol be kono sani kata Fajara hot.
All the soldiers who were detainees were all in those vehicles, and they are now being taken to Fajara.
Can you tell us how Dotfal got into the vehicle?
Foi isa fo no mole bang. Dotfal ate dunta no num moto kono nyadile.
Ha nsa fo na le.
Yes, I can tell you.
Dotfal ntol kamutale.
We used to hold in.
Dotfal mbe bolana remind kono mbe fintira remind pour ka dum moto kono kananga ate mka kuruntule nga kuruntule.
When we came out of
moto kono.
the remind to climb onto the vehicle, we dragged him. We had to drag him to help him to get onto the vehicle.
Do you recall at around what time this thing occurred?
Foi alone watu jumalen nyinketa.
Wato sila wode semen fo no wole mu sanyin katala lulu wato ma fango de la den kata wole bayindi ten.
But I can say, as far as time is concerned, it will be around 5 p.m.
Ida tala nani kana tala lulu kan tala nani tala lulu kan wato lo kono de.
Was this in the morning or in the evening?
Fonying so mandale nu bang fo bularole.
Buraron suto.
It was in the night.
So this was near dawn, almost dawn, 5 a.m., correct?
Niyatara what time of fano kanake.
Ha.
Yes.
And where did you go? From there at remand, where did you go?
Cabral botan and remand. Altata mundole.
Brim bota remind motol mbe tatale kata Fajara.
When we left the remind, we all headed towards Fajara.
Mbe futala Fajara gadru moto je mfutata je.
When we got to the guard room at the Fajara,
je gadru moto je.
At the guard room,
Ni dunta
as you got
Fajara barracks kono ten.
As you get into the Fajara barracks,
Ni dunta kono gadru mo bije Mara Carola.
There's a guard room by the left hand side.
Silo membote na commandant silo kan neten kanaten ka kunduten ka dum kampo kono.
There is a road from the commandant's place towards the camp. It's in an L shape.
And
that was the road that we were all lined up at.
Peter Singate,
Edward Singate,
Sana Sabali,
Sadibu
Haidara,
Samba Bach,
ani jene personnel mu ko tengul betu natale bebe lorin jene
other members of the GNA, they were all there standing there.
dol sojarol bebe londin teng
So all of us, the soldiers, we were lined
silo kanteng
along the
sila
road,
do menketa elteng
on the road, on the side
so
of the L.
sani ñul belo tale ye ko di gadru mo la teng
So all of them stood and gave their back towards the guard room.
je mbe lorin damen to wodulato
Where we stood,
jele musana sabali ya fo jele to
that was where Senator Sabali said,
Sadibou Haidara diam ta jele
Sadibou Haidara spoke there.
nte fango min ka diam tente ma fuji sonko sojarol be kono te jabe tu nte diam tale kabirin Sadibou Haidara diam ta woto defana diam ta jele
Mafuji Sonko,
you may now take
I
your
also
seat if you
made
finish demonstrating.
ako ni atala ye bandi kaitandiro ke sa ese sinole.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. If you need to demonstrate again, by all means, you have the floor. So demonstrate if you must. But in the meantime, you can sit and explain your story. Thank you very much. So tell us what happened. What did they say? What did Sana Sabali say?
Ako komi ni lafta kaitandi kuol keta nu nyami. Isa keno mote balila wala. Bar sayem bedam do te yesi dolong ya fo mole Sana Sabali e mumfo.
Okay, je mbulube lorin damen to te Sana Sabali ko.
So where we stood, Sana Sabali said,
Atul sojarol min bebe lorin teng.
you, all of you soldiers that are standing here,
Bal be falale.
we are going to kill all of you.
From lieutenant
From lieutenant
to sergeant,
to sergeant,
a bebe falale.
all will be killed.
Kabri woto
So after that,
yen ntala yen kambondi lieutenant ye bondi aside.
we were divided and the lieutenants were taken aside.
Dol community ndemu private olti.
So some people like me, I'm a private,
Populolu,
and the corporals,
full kopulolu,
the full corporals,
ntol belebe lorin karakling.
all of us stood at one side.
Lieutenant bebe lorin teng.
The lieutenant stood at the other side.
Aning sajinolu ninyi modolu kotengolu minial ko otuol lemwol sifalo.
And the sergeant and the other ranks, O2s and the like.
Wolu bebe teng.
O2 is warrant officer, correct?
O2 wala warrant officer tiba. For wala.
Ha.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Muna keta, muna natake.
Jele mu Sadibou Haidara biring afana diamu tawota ako.
Sadibou also spoke there and he said,
you people want to overthrow this government.
you people want to overthrow this government.
But we take this gun and put into your asses.
But we take this gun and put into your asses.
I will forgive.
That was what he said.
Birin Sadibou ye ofo.
When Sadibou said this,
Ntefango mafuji sonko nte menka diamu teng.
myself, Mafuji Sonko, the one speaking to you,
Ngalo ne ko chakano bantale jang.
I knew then that this is no more a joking matter and these things were getting very serious.
You know, ibem falale.
These guys were going to kill us.
Nkumbota jeleto.
I cried,
Ndiamu ta jeleto.
I spoke.
Adun sojaro min bebe je to abetlo ya mwele ngame mfo ngakumaka ngomemfo.
All the soldiers that were there present heard what I said.
Nkoyeko aliyam fanye.
I told them to pardon me because I have no knowledge of anything that was happening.
Lieutenant Mintele konye konganani Lieutenant Nol Samba kata Yundum.
It was Lieutenant Minte that asked me to take these lieutenants to Yundum.
Bari ntefutaringo Yundum nataje ko yara jamfa kule bejang.
As I got to Yundum was when I realized that there was some betrayal happening. But I do not know anything about what is happening.
Sadibou Haidara yenyininka konye ko Lieutenant Jumalem.
Sadibou Haidara asked me which were the lieutenants. When I mentioned some of their names,
kindly tell us which names you mentioned.
Nkaeko fenke baronyulu aning nying Lieutenant Jajunyolu kata elefunyolu kata nying Buba Jamme Nyolo.
I told him about Elef Barrow, Buba Jame. I gave him these names.
And Jaju he mentioned.
And Jaju. Thank you.
Biringa nyinu fo. Ako aha.
When I mentioned these names,
Sadebuko aha.
Sadebu said, okay.
Ako where are they?
He asked where they were.
Kumasta ke ulubondi nang aside ifintindi nang.
Then they started bringing them out from the crowd one after the other.
Then kaboje to rong ikumasta ka itande iko fenke sana sabali ako in fact ngatajana filo kono to jana filo kono jana ngefa woto.
So once they were taken out from the group, these names, Sana Sabali said, in fact, let us take them to the field over there and just kill them.
Yembe chenche wole nyama.
So that was how they took us.
But at
at that time, no one was crawling. Getting from the guard room to where they were supposed to kill us, we walked. Nobody crawled. But we were surrounded by soldiers. They were all there. Many
this
soldiers.
Stage, was Dotfal present there?
You what all? I for Dotfal benunjela.
Dotfal bije ntolbe wolo mento Dotfal wo bedumale wo bukalono wo
He was there, but he was in the ground. He could not stand.
Did he move to the center of the field where you were to be killed?
For atata filo nyintema lebang enyanta kalfa dami.
Dotfal nga mufundile abokata mano afaye ntolo kamutale ka sabada ka kuruntu nyola len katala nyola nimbitala nka
we moved him along. He could not walk, but we dragged him along.
Did you ultimately reach the place where you were to be killed?
For alnatana labang alnatana futa dinkira tole lefta kalfa dami.
Ha birim futata je nin Dotfanyul bele tata je le fo je futata je lota rangola tengan kodi tilijiela nga nyatilin tilibola.
So when we got there, we were all lined up there. We were facing the east, and our back was at the west. And Dutchfall was also with us.
And can you tell us where the other soldiers who captured you, where were they standing?
Sa fo isa fono mole wo soldier dol mi yalan ko wala tol muta wolbe lori no munto ma fan.
Bare la kuma kan sa wulindi domandi fron sa moy baake de.
I want to
dol moy.
Nko ako sa fo isa fono sojarol mi yalan ko wala tol muta wolbe lori munto ma fan.
Ha.
Yes.
They were
standing facing us. They gave their backs to the east and they were facing us.
Tell us who you recall to be standing there among the soldiers who captured you.
Sang isa fo molen no bang I hakilo e sojarol milma sojarol milyalonko wala tol muta itol fo hakilo se muta no le bang.
Ha.
Yes.
Sojar nyaton kolo minubije anini sojar kotengolo sojar nyaton kolo minubije
among the senior soldiers who were there,
nyaton kolo sana sabali
among the leaders,
Sadibu Haidara,
Sana Sabali, Sadibu Haidara,
Peter Singate,
Samba Bach, Edward.
Barate manna sutiantola de atenata jamfantola imaje gadrumo ma fanglate tata lo wole.
But he was not close to us. He was around the guard room. He was a little bit far away from the group.
But sana sabali na tele kadiamu akanajang akataja na ning Edward kadiamu akana muruna kanantol tarajang.
But Sana was moving and talking to Edward and coming back.
Were there only these 4 or 5 soldiers you mentioned, officers, or were there other soldiers?
Ako fo yenyin soldier na no lulol min fotem fo wal da malen bang fo soldier kotengol fana bijel.
Soldier kotengol be bejele.
There were other soldiers in there.
Apeni chido soldier tije me yan ko chido tabu na manche yentol men mutabari to mal betu momo na la chido le.
All of them had guns. All of them except those of us that were captured.
Do you know the names of these older soldiers?
Fo nyin soldier ol ye tol lon ne bang.
The older soldiers whose names you don't mention, do you know their names?
O soldier dol milyalan ko eme tol fo ye wol tol lon ne bang.
hani metol katu nitol mantra camp kilinne
I
to
do not
be
know.
yundumulen tebe fajara
I do not know their names because we are not in the same camp. They were from the Yundum barracks and I was at the Fajara barracks.
You mentioned the members of the AFPRC council. Do you know a person called Yankuba Ture?
Idia mutajang yafo AFPRC ila council o mol ye tol fajan ako fo ye to dolo ne ka fo mi Yankuba Ture bang.
Yankuba Ture ntema lo mol kono hanalo to janta fule nyina mu Yankuba Ture ati de tonya ntema telong.
I do not know Yankuba Ture, and even if you stood here I cannot tell you that this is Yankuba Ture.
So if Yankuba Ture was present, you would not know.
Sa akamtago na ataranu Yankuba Ture benun jele itetalon.
Ntetalon na katu malo mol kono.
I wouldn't be able to tell because I cannot recognize him from a crowd.
Kindly continue, please. What happened after you were taken to the field? Sana Sabali went several times and consulted with Edward and came back to where you were lined up. What happened after that?
Muna natake kabri al samba filo nyankono ayatara Sana Sabali abita ani Edward be diamula abe murana wokono muna natake.
Okay, wokono birin lotaje wod lato mbe lorinda mento teng lotaje ye force follow ye men faje wolem Lieutenant Dutch Fall.
So where we stood, the first person that was killed was Lieutenant Dutch Fall.
Can you tell us what happened or how that happened?
Isa fo nyano woketa nyadi la far nya keta nyadi.
Sana Sabali.
Sana Sabali.
Wole ko ye nying fenke Lieutenant Dutch Fall ala fintindinang aside ala bonditeng ala fenketeng.
He ordered that Dutch Fall be brought out from the group.
Peter Singate. Ate fongo diam tante na konye ko.
He spoke to me and said,
Bo Dutch Fall bentele bala. Always Dutch Fall bentele bala.
Because always Dutch Fall is close to me.
Konye ko alinyi sambanang teng ala fintindinang teng.
He told me, bring him out, take him to this other side, take him out of the group. Just as if we are lined up here.
Yes, Dutch Fall
so they moved him to a side. He got out of our group. They make him to be on his own.
Peter Singate.
The soldiers that we are standing, they were more than 15, they were all armed.
Ako ye nyimbung ye fenke bung Lieutenant Dutch Fall.
He ordered that they shoot Lieutenant Dutch Fall.
But Peter the first person to move follow me bundirok.
But Peter was the first person to fire.
Can you Lieutenant Dutch Fall bung ya telefollow bung ya damma.
He was the first person to be shot. Him alone.
Yeah, fa.
They killed him.
But he
did not die instantly.
But
But he was gasping for air. So he was gasping. He was not dead. He was doing that constantly.
Now you said Lieutenant Peter Singate was the first person to shoot at him. Do you know whether any other soldier shot Dutch Fall as well?
Iko Lieutenant Peter Singate wole keta mo follow ti mi ya bon fo ya lo ne ko fo soldier do tarajele fana mi ya bundiroke
ha ñun min be randin tay be bundiroke le.
Yes, all of these other soldiers that were lined up, all of them fired.
Madam Chairperson, perhaps this is a convenient time to end it for today. We will continue with the witness tomorrow.
ñu mu wadela di mi ala betata pour se diamo lo jam sa sama ñu se do se diamo continendi
iko melak bomoyde
ako madam chairman aka diamo chairman ole aka ko ñi mu watela di mi ala ko diamo se danno janne sama ise murnan nan ye diamo continendi
bismillah.
That's okay.
Thank you very much,
Baraka.
Council. Thank you very much, witness. I think we will hold any questions till tomorrow. We will close till 10 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you.
ako sayamba dame nyirin karo mbo londe la follow fo sama nin diamo banta nyirin karo sina continent so ala baraka
sama wati juma
tomorrow what time?
10 a.m.
talantang
But be here at 9.
tarajan talan kono to ye tarajan
bismillah
No problem.